Welcome back to What in the Word IHM. I'm John Michael McGuire, your host, and this is the show where we throw theological concepts against the wall and we see what sticks. We've been just getting into our series on the seven sacraments, and I know you're excited for that, but we're going to take two side steps. The first side step will be to give you an announcement about all the wonderful things that are happening in our parish over the next several weeks over the month of June. An invitation to a few programs and celebrations, and then also to promote what our next series, our side series will be. What I call the initiation process, formerly known as RCIA, or the Order of Christian Initiation for Adults. And today we'll talk about what the first four steps of that are, but that'll just be a preview for what comes next week. So what do we have going on? This is a momentous year for our parish community as we celebrate our 60th anniversary. 60 years in, going stronger than we have in a while, a very active, very wonderful community. But we'll be having a formal celebration of our anniversary on Sunday, June 9th. That'll begin with a 12 p.m. Mass with a party to follow from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. If you haven't yet signed up for that, please visit our parish website, ihmparish.net, and look for the flyer for the event. Click on that, and you can RSVP. Please sign up soon, so that it's at least by Monday, so that we know who's coming, so that we can prepare to have enough food. All right. That aside, we have major programming going, moving forward for our families especially. Our Summer Academy will be June 23rd to July 2nd. And this program has a special edition this year where we will have 2 Sunday sessions to really get together as family. And on our first day, June 23rd, we will gather together at 10 a.m. for our orientation for Summer Academy, where we'll talk about some objectives, some expectations, and the wonderful things we'll be doing for the rest of the year, especially. But I've been hinting towards this, but we will also have a special guest speaker, a national Catholic speaker, John Poivant, founder of a program called Parish Catalyst that our parish is involved with, and newly formed his new venture called Great Catholic Parish. And he will be coming to join us to discuss discipleship, as we have been as a parish moving forward with this, and our ministries have been getting involved with the question of discipleship, and you've heard it preached, I'm sure, and in our bulletin and at any gathering. We've been talking a lot about discipleship. We're going to have a very special session from 10:30 to 11:30, getting out just in time for the 12 o'clock Mass that day, called Growing Disciples, a Family Experience. We'll get together to share a lot of important information, practical ideas of how we as families can grow to be better disciples, stronger disciples of Jesus Christ. We almost forgot to include that the registration for Summer Academy is actually set to wrap up on June 1st. But as a courtesy, we are actually extending that to June 3rd. Please get your registration for Summer Academy in as soon as possible. June 1st is best, but if you get it done over the weekend, that'd be great too. Thanks. All right, then following the 12 o'clock Mass, we will have a lunch provided to those interested, and then we have our second talk for the broader community called Growing in Discipleship, a Community Experience. So it doesn't matter if you consider yourself spiritual and not religious, or if you sit in a pew every Sunday morning, or every day, you pray the rosary, you go to adoration. Those are all wonderful things. Those are all places to be, and to acknowledge where you stand in your faith is beautiful. But I think we all have this nagging feeling that there's something missing, or there's some way that we can do things better. And as baptized and practicing Catholics, we are all called to be disciples of Jesus Christ. So this will be the opportunity to open that up and to see how we can become stronger, closer disciples of Jesus Christ. So those are the wonderful things that we have coming up very soon. And I'll reiterate that session, those talks will be on June 23rd at 10 a.m. Our families of faith will come together at the Summer Academy, and our fall and spring will also be invited. And then after the 12 o'clock Mass starting at 1 p.m., we will actually have the broader community gathering. And we do encourage you to be involved with that, even if you're involved with Summer Academy, but especially for those who are not connected to faith formation directly. That's going to be a wonderful day. Okay. So we also promised that we would discuss the 4 steps of RCA, the 4 stages of the Order of Christian Initiation for adults as we know them now. Okay, and just keep in mind that this could be a 2-year process, this could be a 4-year process. This can take as long as someone who's come forward needs it to take. But the first step of this rite and this process is called the stage of inquiry. And that's where you look into the church, you investigate, you say, hey, that's something I want to be involved with. The next is the catechumenate. For most of us, that was going to CCD or faith formation. The next stage is purification and enlightenment. This happens closer to when they will be initiated. And then they are initiated at the Easter Vigil. That means they're baptized, confirmed, and receive their confirmation. Then we have a period of time called mystagogy. Now, I'll mention mystagogy especially right now because that's a time of continued growth in faith, an invitation deeper into our faith. This is particularly important for all of us because if we only have a short education in our faith and don't have much experience, it doesn't take root the way it should. And that's why, believe it or not, we're having a special session for our newly confirmed after they've been confirmed called our mystagogy party. Now, the mystagogy party will take place on June 3rd for our newly confirmed, those who were confirmed this year, 2024. And what we'll do is we'll celebrate that they've been fully initiated, but then also invite them into deeper experience of their faith through various ministries. That could be the peer servant team for our youth ministry, confirmation mentors, peer mentors, altar servers, lectors, ushers, video techs for the recording of the Mass, and many other opportunities that take place in the church. And we're inviting them to do that, to get involved and realize that they can also be leaders in our faith. So this has been our latest episode of What in the Word IHM. Look forward to talking with you next week as we dig a little deeper into those stages of the rite of Christian initiation for adults, which is, I said 4, it's actually 5 steps. God bless, have a great week, and we will see you soon, hopefully especially at the feast.